And welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. We are here now with the one, the only Hammerkick to do a run of Unicorn Overlord. Hammerkick, take it away. We had some more ghosts crawl back into our computers, but don't you worry, guys. Everyone will be right back in just a moment. All right, and another big thank you to everyone for your patience. We are going at this one more time with Hammerkick with Unicorn Overlord. Take it away.
Yo, 4 times the charm, I guess. I mean, I'm just gonna repeat again. My name is Hammerkick, a French runner, Unicorn Overlord 90%. Very cool tactical RPG from VanillaWare, released in 2024. A very long game too. 60 hours worth of content, and we're gonna just crush it under 26 minutes, and no glitches too. This is a glitchless run, so I'm gonna break the game apart. And to go with me in this run, I will be with MisterRez. Hello.
Hello, this is MisterRez. Yeah, this is probably my second favorite VanillaWare game. It has a lot of content. It's a very complex game and very fun, so I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, and you will see only 1% of this content. Nice. Alright, I'm ready, we are all ready, so we can get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And we should be good to go now. Let's go. So prologue, doing some repathing in order to go on the right instead of the left, because we get only one fight. So the game, how it works basically is you have like groups of units fighting each other, basically resolving actions. And as you can see, we're just fighting each other in these beautiful cutscenes. The classic VanillaWare artistical direction. A very beautiful game. It's amazing. It's crazy good. And we just get some cutscenes and we enter the prologue very quickly. And yeah, this third coming up will basically be teaching us the basics of combat, of moving around the map, and some objectives pretty much.
Yeah, for anyone that maybe has played Final Fantasy XII, this is based on the Gambit system, where you assign commands to characters depending on certain conditions. And you can get quite complex with it.
Yep, there's a lot of depth in the battle system, very similar to Gambit indeed. So game teaches us how basically action points and passive points work. Orange diamonds basically are action points, attacking, healing and stuff. And you have passive that are triggered by in specific conditions. Someone gets attacked, for example, Scarlet, which is our healer in the back, will heal Alna, which is the main character of this game, right here in blue. Talking about initiative as well. That guy is lost his fight, so he's waiting. And if you attack someone waiting, he gets the initiative straight up. And yeah, I wrote in French because I'm French, pretty much. That's the only reason. Just at this point. I won't have much dialogue to read anyway, since I'm gonna be skipping it all. Yeah, like our tutorial teaching us that going 1v2 is not a good idea. Now we're just gonna be swapping around with Zoe, which is a boss unit. Starts at level 20, which is a lot, but is capped in XP for the VR game, so he like can't level up basically at all. And it will be basically our boss unit for most of the run.
He's a very reliable unit in game.
Okay, time for some gambling. So, we're gonna fight the boss of this map, which is Odwick, and there is a 20% chance I am able to kill him in 2 fights, but it's never happened because I'm very unlucky. And I've run this game in like 5 events, both French and English. I never got the cycle. Never. Yeah, it's rough.
This is gonna be the day.
Maybe it's the day. It's not the day, okay? To be free cycle though, 20 damage should be enough for a free cycle. But that means I have to go around the enemies as well and try to avoid them. And sometimes I hit them because of the bypassing. Should? Am I fine actually? I have no idea if I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. Okay, good. It's gonna be a free cycle. Good enough.
So as you can see, to move characters in battle, you kind of trace where they need to go. How precise does it have to be in this speedrun?
Extremely precise. You'll see, there's one specific map in the run that will be coming up in like 10 minutes. That is so precise that if you mess up like by a pixel, you can basically lose the map, pretty much. But we'll get to that.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go for a banana skip. Oh, I got it, nice. So this is frame perfect. Being able to skip the animation where it says like the name of the mission and stuff. And if you get it, you like save like 5 to 10 seconds. So it's very worthwhile to try.
Nice.
Yes, go. Sate. 出陣します。私めにお任せを。仰せのままに。
Oh, I'm not the 10 me. I'm not supposed to eat this one. It's fine actually if I eat it. And we fight this guy on the bridge. And after this fight, we'll get the ability to skip fights, which we'll be doing obviously since it's been in mixed once. What did it mix? That's crazy actually.
As beautiful the animations are, yeah, that helps a lot.
As I said, consider what I'm doing like is like setting up ready points in like oops, I forgot to skip the cutscene. I mean, Vanilla is not good, let's say. But yeah, basically it's like rally points in RTS, like StarCraft. What I'm doing here. Because as you can see, we are moving units in real time. And fights are like turn by turn, pretty much. So yeah, it's a chill tutorial. So, we will have some more tutorials happening after that, but once we're done with the tutorial, which will be teaching us how to add more characters to our unit, for example, the game will open up, and in the same vein of as Breath of the Wild, for example, we are able to go to the final map straight away after the end of the tutorial. And this is why the run is that fast, pretty much.
And even in a casual game, run, it's not an easy fight. So. So here we're just expanding our squad capacity to add more units.
Do I have a minute to get a few words in?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I want to remind everyone that we do have our 2 incentives opening. We have a bid war for the sprite that will replace Lynx in the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX randomizer. That bid war is actually going to be closing towards the end of this run. So you guys are on a timer. We can see the estimate for this run. That's how long you've got. Currently, Kirby is in the lead with $26, with Alpha Marin close behind at $25. So if you want Marin to win, get your donations in. If you want Kirby to guarantee win, get your donations in. Exclamation point, donate in chat.
Alright, thank you very much. So, from this point onwards, I can go anywhere I want on the map, pretty much. So I'm gonna get some items and get some travel points going. I'm gonna try my best to avoid fights, which I'm able to do so it's good. So here I'm getting some items. I'm also triggering some maps, like here for example, there's a cat there, hello cat. This is a witch actually. And this is a map we will be doing later. I'm also getting very specific items like Overlord corn ashes, which will be able to give me valor points in fights, which will be very useful later on. And right above this castle, we get like another Overlord corn ash. And right here, we're gonna be talking to a guy. This guy basically triggers a map, which is right here, the Plum Parfum map. And this is a map that's right before the final map, which we will be doing later. So we are pretty much setting up for the end game right here, right now. And I also got like a sort of cloak item, which will turn me invisible, which will be useful later on. And yeah, as I said, this game has a very complex gambit system like FF12, and this pretty much explains us how it works.
Yeah, this game, I actually enjoy how important items can be, and for this run, I imagine that one of the more important ones are the ones that restore stamina, because you can only act so many times before you're forced to rest your unit.
I mean,
so managing that must be important.
We're in story mode, so stamina isn't an issue. Valor points, however, are very important, since we'll be doing with Fran right here a speed up tech, so we're gonna go twice as fast. Fran is a flyer, so she can basically fly over any terrain pretty much. One of the best units in the game, but not the best one. The best one will be coming up later. We want to cycle, we got it, nice. Oops, I'm gonna do this. So we're able to fire right here. No. Let's go Sketty is staying on the camp, because if that camp gets captured, you lose a map immediately. So we have to put a unit there. I want 58, 56. Means I have to go in again. When once we do the damage, we do some swapping around with the equipment. And unless I'm very unlucky, I'm not. We're good to go. So this map is very important because we're doing this to free Scarlet who got kidnapped at the beginning of the game. And we need that in order to access the other regions of the game. Especially the Elven Forest on the far left of the map. And we need to go there for a very important unit, which basically makes this one possible.
Yeah, the game does give you a lot of freedom of where you can go in terms of regions, which is I'm rather fun to do.
うちは武具専門店だ。店から出たら処分しちまうから買い戻すなら今のうちにだ。
Okay, I can do some shopping. Oops, I want to go there. I want to go to the shop. Get some more very important items for the last maps of the game. And then we do this. This, put Fran here. The game wants. We give her this bracelet. Which will make the fight possible in this map. So this is where pathing becomes very important because I have some very specific like visual cues to use in order to go as fast as possible. So I'm gonna just do the setup and then I will explain. So basically we're not putting any units on the camp and we try to make Fran go as fast as possible with a very specific pathing, get as less tutorials as possible. I will get the item when I think, it's whatever actually. But if you check the map on the top right, there's like a unit above to capture our camp. It's like half a second short of that. Wait, that's unfortunate. I need to do that, I think. Yeah, good, okay. If it's a free cycle, I just lose, so I have to do some... yeah, I need to make sure then I don't forget to put that on... Okay, you know what? I haven't had that happen in a while, so I think I will, for safety, I'll just unequip it in the menu. When I get to the next menu. But it is battle energy pretty much. I'm supposed to do cycle. And there's a backup if we cycle, but it requires some additional menuing, which is a bit slow. And gentlemen, we are joined by Rosalind, which is very new to the game. Which is the reason we are able to finish the game this quickly. Okay, so before I swap, I need to make sure I unequip this. Okay, now we swap.
There's so much variety in compositions you can do in the squads in she's like one of the best ones to base around.
Okay. Okay guys, so guys, this is a level 40 map. We are level 10. It's a bit weird. I wonder what's going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna half buff this unit. And in this game, the valor skills like this one are based on the map level, not on the level, which means we are basically one-shooting everything, even though we're level 10. And look at the levels now. Yeah, this is why this one exists pretty much. We're able to do that, abuse the valor skill system. Just get like 20 levels in 2 fights.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And now there's an 8% chance the run dies right here. No, just kidding, but if it does, I have to restart. Okay, we're good. Like, Clive can miss in this fight and just lose a run immediately. Okay. We do another wide rush right here. Get the Rockstar in the meantime. Then which is level 30, which is very important. And then we do some swaps. And We kill. And we got all of your units at a very high level, which will be very useful because we are about to start the final map of this game at like 17 minutes ish.
It's wild. It's
Got some shopping once again. Go back to this town. Go to the armory. Buy this for Rosalind. Buy this for Fran. And we will also be hiring a mercenary, which will be very important for the final map. In composition, we do this, this, this right here, and we are all set up for the final map.
let's go.
So I will be multitasking with 2 units at the same time on this map. One will be handling the left side, one will be handling the right side, basically. Yes. So we send Clive on this contraption right here, and then we use light feather to go faster. Then I use a crystal right here, which will reveal stealth units, which will help Fran defend this command post. And now we send 3 thunders towards the first boss right here on the top right. 1, 2. Yeah, very, very precise. Okay. It's very precise actually because I need to hit specific units in the path, pretty much. Same here. Now back to Fran, they'll be defending the base. And once that's done, that these are the only 2 units we were able to reach the command post, so we will just send Fran on the right side. Send air right here. They're basically fighting a barricade. That's actually that's intended actually in order to have him set up at the right spot. With that, we use this is why we are the mercenary. We can summon warriors, which are level 40, and they will help me finish these units. When Clive can get into the catapult and just blast the boss once. After that done, there's this fight happening right here, which is mandatory. Now I need to make sure to use the power glass right here, so we can act again. I think I was a bit too slow, so I might get shot by arrows. I'm not, that's great. No, boom. Goes the Drake on the right, and boom goes the boss.
You make it look easy, but there's so much going on in this past 15 seconds.
Yeah. To explain a bit more how this map works, there are 2 phases. First one being... okay, wait, I just need to do some manuing. Basically 4 bosses to kill on this map. And we need to kill them before we can reach Gyarados in the base, which is in the center. And now here comes the coin flip. This needs to take 2 cycles, but it can take 3 if we are unlucky. We take 2, that's great. Perfect energy for now. Oh wait, I messed up. I need to go a bit higher, like this, perfect. So meanwhile we have Clive going on an adventure right here. We trigger the cutscene, we use a clock, we got very early on in the run, so we can infiltrate ourselves in the base. Okay, there's a fight right here, which is mandatory. After this fight we'll do some mining again. Oop. I am putting, okay, now we're good. In the meantime, you got Clive right here. We will use our last Alotcon ashes. And do 2 wide rushes in order to hit the boss. The second one, now Clive will wait for the fight to end on the right side. This is the 50-50. Do I kill? I kill, nice. This is a 50-50, can take 2 fights.
Yeah. Nice.
This is perfect RNG so far, it's good. And with that said, we can summon more warriors and finish this boss right here. And we have reached the second phase of the map. And now we can just fly towards Galerius. We have some final setup to do right here. Alright, there you go. Use a...
So this is actually a variant speedrun where you don't use a lane, the main character, to attack, right?
Yep, it doesn't attack. I will also fight because this is cinema. A line will not attack. The reason we have Rosalind basically is that she stun locks Galerius. Like Galerius will not attack once in this fight. So we get the stun with the passive, and then with the... Like Rosalind starts with a nice spear, which freezes the boss, like twice. But it just doesn't play at all. It's a bit low on damage though, so I might have some damage issue, but we'll see. Does that kill? I don't think it kills. No, okay. We take 2 free cycles, it's fine. No, I should kill on this one, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, time is coming up. Where the fight ends, shout out to the Unicode Overlord community for massive work on routing this category, because it's a huge category in terms of routing. There's a lot happening at the same time. Shout out to MisterRez for the commentary, and that is time.
GG.
Alright.
GGs.
So wait, what's
Do you have any more shoutouts or anything going on to your communities?
I am pretty much done. I don't even have a timer on. I just forgot to put my timer on. What's my time actually? Just curious. 22:44. That's good. Cool. Nice run. We're happy with it. Thanks for having me. And yeah, it's been a pleasure. GGs.